How are you feeling about your combat abilities?
Well, I do want to kick someone in the face with my jet boots.
Obviously. I mean, who wouldn't?
What are the other starmen doing?
They're not currently in the
Say again?
chamber. At least they're not visible. Sugar Ray just kind of appeared and then disappeared from around the column. The ship is really big. You're just in one chamber of it. As he mentioned, they're probably like wandering around it, or they may be nearby. It's hard to say. It's a really weird environment. It's very sulfurous and dusty. This chamber alone is huge.
Can he swim? It's a glass cloud.
Hard to say. There is sort of like an observational deck where you can look down into this pit. So that is an option if you just want to spectate whatever this game is. I don't imagine you would find it to be boring enough to walk away from. But there's also the opportunity to explore the ship if you'd like. What is it that your characters would like to do?
Simone's kind of curious about the general games, what he kind of means about that. So she's probably going over and asking stuff about that.
Gonna ask him.
Yeah.
If you approach, it just says, "Hello, what is it that you would like to know?"
I was curious about these games you were referring to. I mean, what kind of games have you seen?
I've seen all the games.
Well, what's your favorite one?
Killing humans. Would you like to play that game with me right now?
Not right now, no.
The rules are very simple.
I'm good.
Okay. Is there any other question that you had for me, pink-haired one?
Just, what are the rules here? What's your definition of rules for these games, if I may ask?
They are the rules that I say they are.
Fair.
Just stares at you blankly.
Simone just kind of stares at Vec and just says, good talk, good talk. She turns around.
You could actually see he blinked at one point. He had a second pair of translucent eyelids, like a lizard.
Oh boy.
Marisol's gonna text to Nia. How about tug of war with Avicii?
Nia just shows the text to Jeff.
Tug of war. I don't know how strong that guy is, but I'm guessing he's stronger than 2 humans, even if we are stand users.
Well, not if you get the right SFX, I guess. But I don't think he's going to give us time to collect it or anything.
Okay. Well, my recommendation is just beating him up or tag.
Oh, that could be fun.
Okay, tag it is. Jeff approaches Avicii. Okay, buddy. How about a game of tag? You versus us two. Whoever's tagged the longest loses at the end of, let's say, 5 minutes. You game? Big boy? Avicii rolls his neck. Yes, I enjoy tag. I think this will be fun. Please prepare yourself. The game will begin shortly. All other humans, please clear the floor.
I guess we should go up to the observation deck.
If you go up to the observation deck as a group, you will find the other aliens are there, the other starmen, and one other person.
Is it Tyson? Okay.
Marisol looks mouth agape upon seeing Abel, but doesn't say anything. She's just staring as she sits down.
He is chatting with the starmen. You know, I said to him the other day, I said to that guy, I was like, look, man, you know, I got this straight razor. You got that car. We can make a deal right now. Bam. You know what he did? Give me a free car right there on the spot. Stone Sour, hearing the story, just kind of nods his head. That is a fascinating tale, human. I had no idea transactions could be performed in that manner. Your economy is strange, but intriguing. So that's the reason I like you guys. You got an open mind about this shit. You know, everybody else, you know, go around talking about shit. You know, they're all like, I ain't got to run away, you know, call the cops and shit. But not you guys, because there ain't no police up here. He looks over at your group. Just, oh, hey, yeah, y'all came to die, huh? Cool.
Wow, just talking shit just like that, huh?
You ain't talking shit. Come on, bro. Don't be like that. Look, you know, whole reason I'm even here, right? Because I met these guys. They were like, yo, you want to come kick it? I'm like, yeah, you know.
No, I don't.
Okay, that's pretty chill.
Yeah, I gotta admit, I've never felt more chill than on this ship right now. To be honest, I might just hang out here forever.
All right, you do that. It sounds like it's your jam.
Oh, it most definitely is. Believe that. Only problem, the slugs, not so great, but I'm gonna eat them anyway. You know. Yeah, barbecue, bitch.
How juicy are those things, out of curiosity?
Full of moisture and nutrients, most definitely. A lot of slime in there too.
She makes a note of that. She leans over and starts like checking off things that Lewis plays. Are you any good at bowling?
No, kinda. I don't know.
What about chess? They look dumb. We could probably do chess, right? She's just going on like this.
I don't know how dumb they are.
Okay, I got it. Scavenger hunt.
What?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe not. She's just leaning back and thinking.
Before engage the game, Jeff will talk to you and say, all right, whatever happens in there, just make me one single promise and we'll be good. All right?
What is it?
I don't want you sacrificing yourself because you think it's going to save my life. It's a dumb move.
What? But that's like my main move.
I know. I'm taking it away from your arsenal.
Oh.
You understand me, right? This isn't... there's no compromising.
Why?
Because. Just kind of scoffs.
You'd miss
How lame
me,
would
Jeff.
that be? It would just be lame. I win because a girl throws her life away for me? Come on. Nobody writes a book about that.
That's pretty cool of you, Jeff.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, wait, I'm just not because I'm, sexist or anything. Women are just as capable of being heroes as men are, but it's more a matter of I don't want to have someone die and then I take all the credit. You know what I mean? Come on.
I know what you mean.
Okay,
but
good.
Isn't that what heroes do?
No, heroes win and they beat the hell out of dumb aliens that smile a lot.
I don't. Yeah. Don't remind me of his smile.
Speaking of which,
yeah,
I have a plan for that. I plan to wipe that dumb. Right, we can wipe that dumb smile off his face. Maybe that'll help everybody.
Nia tries to high five him.
He gives like a small, like a covert stealth high five.
Yes.
After that, though, he gets ready. He steps out onto the sand.
Oh, one more thing. He smells.
Oh yeah, what's up?
He smells funny. Well, I guess everything here smells funny. But you might be able to detect his qualia when he goes invisible.
All right. Good to know. Wait, he can go invisible?
Well, he can become transparent and pass through things because he can become a cloud.
All right. Well, sure am stepping into my doom here. Pretty cool, Jeff. Pretty cool. For this game, Avicii says, we will flip a coin and we will see who is it first. I am heads and you are tails.
Nia gives a thumbs up and puts her helmet down.
It landed on heads. That means I am it first. We will begin the game in 20 seconds.
Marisol shouts down from her viewpoint, "You got this, Nia!"
Nia gives her a big thumbs up, does a pose, and turns on her jet boots.
Simone's kind of waving thumbs up for both Nia and Jeff.
Jeff, you look cool too.
You could both do it. Be heroes.
Let the games begin. He claps his hands once and then explodes into a cloud of vapor rushing towards you guys, both of you, but leaning more towards you, Nia.
Nia would start running with her, but she'd start using her jet boots to try to keep away from the spooky cloud.
All right, you have to beat a 7 or he's going to catch you. You can do it with however many fate points you want. I'm
going to use Razzle Dazzle, I would suppose.
Okay, go for it. You can reroll or you can try to start invoking. Okay, rising to face the challenge. Are you invoking it for a +2?
Yes, please.
Okay, and that would still put you 2 under. So you can invoke one of your aspects, like you could do Daredevil, perhaps.
Probably Daredevil. You do some tricks in the midair to avoid this cloud.
Okay, that puts you down to, I think, 1. Did you re-roll?
I rolled again, yeah, even worse.
Oh, jeez. You do get tagged. He does catch you.
Can I try to clash him? But the way I see the flight power with Mr. Blue Spy working is to actually kick wind a little bit. Can she try to kick him away from her?
You want to clash with him? Sure. It is like a vapor cloud with a hand sticking out of it to catch you. You want to clash against the hand because it is basically within completely grabbing you range. Like as you turn around, go for it. That will cost you a fate point, and that puts you at.
I feel like
at 0.
Okay, well.
Pretty good rolls. Okay, so how do you clash with Mr. Blue Sky? What does that look like when you do it?
I imagine that when she moves, she kind of moves dance-like, and when she kicks, her blade will make a wind that'll cut through like the cloud, and then Mr. Blue Sky will just come out and just start punching at the same time. So kind of pushes him back and like tries to fight him.
Okay, what consequence do you want to inflict on him? Moderate consequence.
Maybe some sort of dispersal.
Okay. He is dispersed. You win the clash, you get your fate point back. Jeff, seeing this, does what he can do. He moves away as quickly as he can. He is going to try to move quickly to another zone, and he is going to take this moment to look at Avicii carefully and study him, figuring out once you've clashed him, kind of the weak point in his molecular structure, and it's that whenever Avicii turns to vapor, even in his dispersed form, there's still one part of him that has to remain solid. Just the one, but it has to remain solid. So Jeff sees that and then points it towards you, Nia, that there's still a part of him that's solid. Once you finish clashing him, it's his head and face as he's like tilting his head back from the hit. He's still smiling, but that was the opening. So that was your turn and his turn and Jeff's turn. So currently Avicii is tagged as his status. The clock is now running from this like strike that you landed on him. He actually twists his body in midair, begins to reform, and then rushes towards Jeff, although his body is still partly vaporous. But he goes in to grab at Jeff. We'll see if he lands it. He does. He manages to grab Jeff, tag him, and then turn into a cloud of vapor around him, filling his lungs with sulfurous vapor at the same time. Jeff is clearly visibly like the oxygen is being pushed out of his lungs and he is beginning to choke. You just watch him get like this force just blows right over him and begins to choke the air out of his lungs.
You would like to do her hero thing, rush in?
Go ahead and try to use your stunt. The way your stunt works is you do your speed to try to save someone, right?
Yeah.
So you try to get them out of a situation. So with the speed of 4, you can definitely make it to him. Then you give him a +2.
She'd go in and like try to keep the vapor away using this new air thing she just found out.
You want to make an attack then? Is that what you're saying?
So I just use Blue Sky?
Yeah, just go for it. You could use your last fate point.
Yeah, I may do. Yeah. Do I just re-roll or?
I would probably recommend re-rolling. I don't think you're going to get a negative. I don't think you'll get a 1 again either. Get a 2. Okay. So as he's choking Jeff, he goes to pull his collar down.
Is Big Time looking at me?
Yes, we'll say he is. You can get your +1 from that. So
Yeah.
actually with that bonus, you wouldn't have even needed to use your fate point. You just get the hit.
Nice.
You do 1 shift of damage to Avicii.
I would like to hit him directly in the face and say, chew on this!
So when you hit him in the face, you actually break his teeth. They shatter from the hit because he was about to smile. All of you who have the condition of Avicii's smile, it is removed. You've seen Avicii's smile broken.
Yay.
But the thing is, he's actually starting to regrow them right as soon as they're cracked. They start to regrow. So you no longer have the condition. Your stress markers, don't worry, they'll be healed next time you fight, etc., etc. If you hadn't hit Avicii, Jeff would still be getting choked. So he takes this opportunity to immediately put into action the thing that he said he would, the trick he showed you as a follow-up to your attack. He actually clashes with Avicii and does a repeating hit from the feedback, the quality of feedback loop that he can make with Big Time. So you see him hit once, and then twice, and then 3 times, and each time it's like layering on more. He invokes the +2 from Avicii's dispersed condition to make that a 4.
He also gets a +2 from being inspired.
Yeah, so he has a 4, a 5, and a 5. Because of what you've done, Jeff is able to rapidly punch Avicii right in the face, like re-tagging him over and over with each hit, making sure that the last hit is the one on which Avicii is still tagged on, and then kind of blows him away because he is dispersed and unstable, causing Avicii to be pushed back. And he has another condition, which is you can see his face with the kick and then all the punches that he's received from Jeff. Avicii's face is shattered. His face looks like it is made of porcelain that has been hit with a hammer. His eyes aren't even there. There's like matter hanging out of his cracked face and gas leaking out of it as well. Is there anything you'd like to try to say to him or do, or you just continuing?
He's just making sure Jeff is okay and like pulling him away. Maybe even like picking him up to like fly him away.
Yeah, you go to pick him up to fly him. You can move him away a little bit.
Jeff is probably surprisingly light to her, but that's because of Mr. Blue Sky.
With his damaged face, you can see Avicii slowly, his body begins to twitch and twist as his form begins to resolidify, causing him to lose the dispersed condition.
That's not good.
He smiles with his broken face. Half the time run out. If only there was longer. He starts to convulse and the vapor that pours out of his body begins to turn black. And then his face actually slides off of his head and hits the ground.